Yo, what's going on, y'all family? Welcome back to another video. We got something a bit different. This is me talking about a situation that's going to be happening April 17th. Okay, as you can see in the title, is Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a difficult, if not a bit of a challenge for Jake Paul in this circumstance. Because, let's put it this way. Jake Paul is actually currently 2-0 as a professional boxer. He's fought the likes of Askren Gibb, which we don't need to talk about that, do we, realistically? And his previous bout, which we again don't need to talk about, do we?
He's singing the hymns. He's trying to get
So Jake Paul is actually going against someone who is an actual fighter in the UFC MMA scene. I don't know, he's retired from it now because of his 2 losses, but he has got 19 wins on his record. He's got 6 knockouts, 6 submission wins, and plus 7 of them coming from decisions. So this is going to be quite a good one, right? In my personal opinion, I feel like this is going to be the test for Jake Paul. Because, yes, all right, Ben Askren is basically, as people a lot, I like to call him, more of a wrestler style. He's more of a wrestler. But he does have 6 knockout wins. Okay, so he does have 6 knockout wins on his record, which, in my personal opinion, does show that actually he can release some leather. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is going to be a test for Jake. This is going to be a big test for Jake because he's had 3 fights. Let's put it this way: he had 3 fights. He's had 1 amateur fight, and then he had a little scuffle with Joe Weller. Which Joe Weller explained that he hasn't even trained for that at all. And then he had 2 professional fights, Askren Gibb and Nate Robinson. All right, we know how their ones are. We don't even need to talk about it. Ben Askren has lost 2 fights in his MMA career. He lost against George Masvidal or Jose Masvidal and Damian Maia. So, and then that was that. He was like, nah, no more. Like, you know, we know how the Jose Masvidal one happened. It was like fucking instant, within seconds, flying knee, bang, KO, motherfucker. But look, this is a bit different. This is not, in my personal opinion, this is not, you know, how can I put it? It's not going to be an MMA fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be an MMA fight. They're going to be wearing, like, you know, different gloves. Probably a 10 ounce, 12 ounce, I don't know, probably between them 2. Whereas Ben Askren is used to wearing, you know, smaller gloves. You know what I mean? He's used to wearing them fucking UFC gloves. There's just a few ounces. They're not big at all. So it's gonna be an interesting fight. I must admit, it's gonna be an interesting one because, in my personal opinion, I don't know how. It sounds really bad because obviously, you know, Jake Paul's a YouTuber. He's not really been tested as of yet. You know what I mean? The only person that's actually tested him was Dazn. You know, Dazn was the only one realistically to actually hit the guy in the face, make him bleed, make him actually work for the win. And in my personal opinion, if Dazn trained a bit harder and his cardio was better, I do feel that Dazn would have won that fight. That's just the way I feel. And if he had a bit more confidence. The way I look at it is this. Everybody wants to see Jake Paul versus JJ or JJ versus Jake. We want to see that fight. We do. But right at this moment in time, I don't want to see it. Because if Jake does do a number on Ben, I don't see how JJ could beat Jake Paul. I can't see it at all. I can't see how JJ can do it without having a few fights before doing it, sort of thing. Like, it's one of those, like, I'm a huge fan of JJ. Like, I feel like, you know, what he's done for the YouTube community, the UK scene, it's been amazing. You know, I've been a fan of this guy for like 10 years. But it's the point of the matter is that JJ has not really been, I mean, he's been tested by Logan, which is incredible, both times. But this time round, Logan Paul hasn't got that instinct. He hasn't got that, you know, killer instinct. As in, like, if he hurts his opponent, like he did on the last fight with JJ, he didn't go for the kill. He didn't go for it. You know what I mean? Whereas Jake hasn't, he's got that mentality. He's got that mentality. If he hits you hard, like, we've seen it against Nate Robinson. He knocked Nate Robinson down, what, once or twice maybe? And then, like, literally, he was like, nah, man, I ain't stopping this. Bang, bang. And then just collided him. And then the guy, we know what happens, right? But it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test. But like I said, Ben Askren, he's going to be a test for Jake because he's got 6 knockouts on his record. It's going to be a very, very interesting fight of how this is going to play out. I think the fight has got 8 rounds. Jake thinks that he can stop him in 3, whereas Ben thinks he'll stop him in 7. So I want you guys to let me know how you think this fight's going to play out. Because I got like, you know, obviously I'm going to say that Ben's going to win. I want to say Ben's going to win because he's been a more of an experienced fighter. But Jake is a young, hungry, like, fighter. Like, he's, what is he, 24? 23, 24? And he's hungry. No, he's not even that, bro, is he? He's like, what, 21, 23? I don't know. But he's hungry for it. You can see in the training videos, I've watched the training videos, I've watched sparrings, I've watched things like that. Like, this guy is literally, he is a real deal at this moment. We got to give him respect because he is coming in this scene and he's doing exactly what he said he's doing. Like, that's the way it works. All right, yeah, all right, there's one YouTuber, one basketball player, but this is a professional fighter he's actually going up against. And if Ben Askren wipes the floor of him, then okay, we know that he can't go up against the real fighters. But if Jake Paul somehow absolutely annihilates Ben, then we have to put respect on this guy's name. All right, Ben's been retired, but he's still got plenty of time to, you know, start training. He's got plenty of time to work out boxing and things like that. But then again, he knows how to box as well. So I've seen a bit of videos of Ben. He knows how to box. It's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be something I'm looking forward to. I'm going to look forward to it myself. April 17th is a fight that I am actually going to watch because I watched Dazn give one, and I was yeah, very, very disappointed in that one.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
But I did watch the Nate Robinson one because I just knew straight away, like, the way that Nate Robinson's style is. I saw some of the videos that he was doing. The guy didn't do any spars. This is what I don't understand. Maybe he did a couple, but he didn't do hardly as many spars as what Jake's done. And Jake's gone against people that are heavier than him. And he's actually sparring with professional people. He's actually sparring with people that's got like a 4-0 record or, you know, things like that. He's actually got that. And it's mental, man. It's gonna be a crazy fight as well. And plus, Jake's got Shane Mosley. If you don't know who Shane Mosley is, incredible guy, a guy who nearly beat Floyd Mayweather. Incredible boxing record, and he's coaching Jake Paul, and that is, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them, man. So obviously, I'm gonna hopefully see Ben teach Jake a lesson because then it will have that fight with him and, you know, Jake and JJ's fight is going to be a bit more nicer. But if Jake does do a number on Ben and he says that he's going to get him out there in the first, like, 3 rounds, then I'm going to have to say myself, no to JJ for fighting him because it's going to be really, really uncomfortable to see. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I do feel it's going to be uncomfortable to see because JJ will not beat him. I'm sorry to say it, he won't beat him. I just don't see how it's going to work. The way it will work is, all right, at this current time, people in the UK is locked down, but once we get out of lockdown, man, JJ's going to have to fight a few people before that, man. He's going to have to fight a couple of people. You know, either fight the people that Jake's fought or fought the people better than the ones that Jake's fought. I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting. So I'm going to predict 4 rounds. I'm going to say Ben Askren TKO in the 4th. If not, then I'll say if that doesn't happen, then I think later rounds, I reckon Jake, because he's a younger fighter, I think Jake will get him in 6th round TKO. That's my predictions. Please let me know down below what your predictions are. Just let me know in the comment section. What's your predictions on the fight? Do you think Jake's gonna annihilate? Do you think Ben's gonna do it? Do you think it's gonna be an even contest? Or do you think it's going to be a one-way street for Ben Askren? Like, please let me know down below. It'll be absolutely amazing to do so. And yeah, man, that's literally me done. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and make sure you share your friends and family, hit the bell notification. Come enjoy our family. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.